So as you can see, I've been playing around. I've moved the main part of the station behind here. My reasons is I'd like to have more track running around, so possibly a third line coming straight through here or on a point. So I'm thinking I'll put a point here, which I obviously have already. I can always change it afterwards, but having two lines running around with a part of the station where they pull off and have maybe like the goods can pop in here, and maybe have some form of goods line that comes off, and there's a little goods depot down here. I don't really know. I guess I can add as I'm going, as I'm going to rip stuff up if I don't like it, so that should be cool. So I'm just going to put this together and you can have a little watch and see what you think. Maybe give me some feedback. Obviously this is based on no layout, just me having fun, so I'll have a source out, we'll make some marks on the board and it should be cool. Cool. Okay, so I've done a bit of work on the railway and I thought, hey, let's just put some cork down and some track. I've watched loads of videos. I think I've lost count of how many videos I've watched people doing it. And it makes me think, when you watch things, obviously things look easy, but when you watch everyone that does it, it's starting to make me think it's like the chicken or the egg, which one came first, because you work out on your board where you want your track to go, and I'm using set track, so I can't just go and pick a point and go, yeah, there's where my points are, I'll just drawing it up, because the set track comes in certain lengths. And obviously I could go for flexi track and cut things up, but that's not what I really want to do. Well, I could do it, but I'm not. So I'm trying to piece it together, and then I'm thinking, well, I can't cut my cork out first necessarily, even though I've laid it over the top because things might move. As you will see, I've had some fun. I've stuck some bits down. I've used these track pins. I don't know who they're by. Pico, but they're tiny, really tiny pins. I don't know if this will show up. There we go. And when you hit them with a hammer, they just want to bend if you're not being careful. So I was just with these tiny hits. I think maybe Hornby ones will be a bit bigger to suit the Code 100 track that's done for it. So I need to get some of them. I'm going to go to there's a couple of local model shops. So I live in Kettering, and I've seen that there's a shop in Wellingborough, which I've been to once or twice. I think he's moved since then. And then there's one in Northampton, a bit more awkward to get to, but I'd like to try and get there. And there's one further away, more towards kind of Leicester direction, the other side of the M1 from the Northampton. So I want to pop down there at some point. Maybe I'll record going down there. Maybe they let me record going inside, I don't know. If not, I'll show you what I get. But I want to get some more set track and get some pins and maybe get some shrubs. We can put some scenery up. But I'm pretty happy. What we'll do is we'll move the camera around. Okay, so you can see what I've done. Obviously you would have seen me hammering it in on the video. But I've put cork in, starting here, and then I'll introduce that stuff later. But I know that I made a good choice in putting my hole under here, so then I can do the point motors. I need to get some with a little mount so I can screw them in underneath and attach them. I'm not great with wiring, so I might have to get my dad to help me with that one. He's good with his railway, so I'd like to share his railway on here sometime, show you some videos of it. It's pretty cool. Kind of grew up staring at it. And yeah, so that goes all the way down here. That means I've got like a siding to stop, and then I'm gonna have 2 lanes going through the station, so then they can come storming through as the passengers are getting out of the other one or getting on. And then I've got this point up here which I've put in. I haven't nailed it down because I haven't got any holes in this. This is a Pico, this one, whereas all the other stuff's Hornby, and they haven't got any holes in the track to hammer it down, so I need to make some little pilot holes. Maybe they got it on their newer set track, but this is just one of their older ones I got at a model show. I think it was only like £6, so a little bargain. Maybe the one that cost more had holes in, who knows. So yeah, so next step I've got to do is hammer this stuff down. I need to put some cork down to raise the level of my station, but maybe I don't. This door of the coach, like looking at the coach doors, when I've been to Heritage Railways, the doors are open quite a bit higher than the station, so maybe I drop my station down, so if I cut a channel into the cork, and then I can drop my platform down, and that will probably offer it some stability. But at the moment, that's my station. I'll have the matching one on the other side. I'll have the place where we have our wonderful ticket collection sitting there, sitting on the other part of the station. And no, it should be cool. I'm gonna do a bit more work on that. I need to get the track pins. It was a bit emotional yesterday. We won't call it emotional, we'll call it frustrating. Trying to hit in these flimsy nails, and I've got MDF as well. And I understand there's some better boards to use, but I already had the MDF from my old railway, so I'm not going to go and spend a load of money on stuff that, well, it's just a waste really. I'm not made of money, so use what you've got. That's what I'm using on my set track as well, because I understand you've got all the very accurate track that you can get of code 75 or whatever. I think it's code 75, I can't remember what it's called. And then like, the sleepers are the right widths and heights, but this is fine. I've seen some pictures of layouts, so I want to paint the sleepers the right colour brown and kind of make the rails rusty and just make them kind of cool. I'm looking forward to that part of it all. But hopefully you'll appreciate what I've done so far. I'm just gonna basically hammer in the length that's on the back. I'm gonna cut out the station, drop that in, and yeah, and then maybe run a train round. You can see some of the other ones that I've got. You've only seen 2 of them so far, so I'd like to show off some of the fleet. I'm into Great Western. I always have been. I think it's because my dad had it, so I like to do it too. But I've had quite a few new subscribers. That's really cool, and so it'd be nice to show you all what I'm up to. So this worked out pretty nice. I've cut out the cork, the lumpy kind of 1/8 of an inch thick wood that's for these lasered platform pieces. It kind of goes in nicely there, so I'll be able to put some ballast on. And there's enough of a lip that I think the ballast would kind of just meet it, and it would look alright. Because I was never quite keen on it. I thought, I'll get them. It's kind of a means to an end. There's my large prairie going off there. That's speed into the darkness. And this is my little pannier. Looking pretty good. Take some goods to who knows where. And this is my 1366, which is a metal kit that I bought before the Helljan ones came out, in fact. So I'm going to get shouted at now. Put that back on. Disaster. Yeah, so it's a really nice little kit. Don't know if I'm in focus there, probably need some light on it. Yeah, so this is a little metal kit that I brought all pre-built. It's got a nice, I guess it's the bar chassis that get, oh, I'm out of focus there. Nice bar chassis that get put together, and I'll get it running in a bit. Maybe not for this video, but for a video. It's got kind of these little bars for couplings. So yeah, I'm happy with that. I was pleased when I got this many years ago now. You know, the station is worked out quite nicely. What I do is we take it off the tripod. And my father gave me some vehicles, I guess from an old kit. Can't remember if they're my dad's or some of my granddad's old ones. I'll have to check with them. Then I got a nice little horse, pulling this guy along. There's my pannier. Coming through. He doesn't need to stop, he's a little goods engine, but you might want to have a cup of coffee. And the next thing I want to do, you'll see is a nice little 009 line on here. And we'll come and see this guy, who's in the darkness at the moment. There he is, looking good. And that is going to come down and meet this railway. Ooh. Bring the light over really, but it's going to have a, I'm going to have a little points about here. What I do is I'll zoom back out. There we go, it's more like it. I'm going to have a point here, and then it will come off to then go to a mini station to then, for these guys, these workers that are working away up on the mountains, to be collected. But the line, my plan is to have some kind of mountain side. It might come across here, and then I want to have a second railway up here, which is effectively for the 009. So kind of, yeah, I think that'd be kind of cool. But no, I'm really pleased, it's coming out nicely. I need to glue the platform together now, like properly. Get rid of those joins, put some, I don't know, some plastic card on top, give it a paint up, and it should be great. And then I can put some ballast down. Yeah, looking forward to it. I'll do a couple of shots for you to enjoy in slow motion, and see you next time.